Your colon, a 6-foot-long muscular tube, is home to trillions of friendly bacteria that play a crucial role in digestion, nutrient absorption, and even immune function. Unfortunately, in the United States alone, over 1.4 million people are diagnosed with colorectal cancer, the second most common cancer in the U.S. While genetics can play a role, a significant factor for colon troubles is what we put on our plates. So, in this video, let's learn about 8 different foods that can irritate your gut and potentially increase your risk of colon problems. Number 1. Red meat. Eating too much red meat, like beef, pork, and lamb, can be bad for your colon health. Research shows that people who eat a lot of red meat often have a higher chance of getting colon cancer compared to those who eat less. Specifically, those who eat high amounts of red meat have about 20 to 30% higher risk of developing colon cancer. Red meat can be harmful because it often has saturated fats, which can help cancerous cells grow in your colon. Plus, when you cook red meat at high temperatures, like during grilling or frying, it can form compounds such as heterocyclic amines and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons that are known carcinogens. But you don't have to cut out red meat completely. Instead, try to minimize your consumption of red meat and go for other lean and clean sources of protein, like chicken, fish, beans, and lentils. This way, you can still enjoy the occasional steak or burger without worrying about the potential negative effects on your colon health. Number 2. Processed meat. Processed meats like bacon, sausages, and deli meats might taste great and seem easy to grab, but they're not good for your colon. Research shows that eating processed meats can make you more likely to get colon cancer. The World Health Organization even classifies processed meats as Group 1 carcinogens, meaning they can cause cancer. One study showed that consuming just 50 grams of processed meat daily can increase the risk of colon cancer by as much as 18%. Processed meats have saturated fats, which can cause inflammation and increase your risk of developing colon cancer. Processed meats often have additives like nitrates and nitrites to keep them fresh and tasty. But when you eat them, these additives can make harmful compounds in your body that can cause cancer. Cooking processed meats at high temperatures, like frying or grilling too, can make more harmful compounds, which can cause colon cancer. So be sure to avoid consuming processed meats as much as you can and opt for lean varieties of grass-fed beef or grain-fed chicken. Number 3. Fried foods. Fried foods, particularly when cooked in certain oils, can produce hazardous compounds that can hurt colon health and increase the risk of colon cancer through inflammation. Studies show that eating fried foods can cause and make colon problems much worse. During a lab study, experts used canola oil for frying food and discovered that mice who ate it had more inflammation in their colons, bigger tumors, and more gut issues. Another reason why fried foods are bad for your colon is the formation of harmful compounds. Studies show that when vegetable oils are heated, they undergo oxidation, especially if they're used multiple times. This can create compounds that cause inflammation in the colon and may even cause colorectal cancers in the long run. Extra virgin olive oil might be a much healthier option. A study even found that replacing processed vegetable oils with extra virgin olive oil could even help protect against colon cancer. Besides that, choose healthier cooking methods like grilling or steaming. Number 4. Refined grains and sugars. Refined grains and sugar can have a negative impact on your colon health. According to a 2010 study, a diet high in refined grains and sugar can increase the risk of colorectal cancer by up to 40%. This is because refined grains lose important nutrients during processing, like fiber, vitamins, and minerals, which are important for maintaining a healthy colon. On the other hand, a diet high in sugar may cause insulin resistance and keep your insulin levels consistently high. This condition is known as hyperinsulinemia and has been linked to an increased risk of colorectal cancer. In fact, a 2013 study found that people with hyperinsulinemia had a 50% higher risk of developing colorectal cancer compared to those with normal insulin levels. Consuming too much sugar can also lead to chronic inflammation in the body, which has also been linked to an increased risk of colorectal cancer. So, to maintain a healthy colon, It's important to limit your intake of refined grains and sugar. Choose whole grains instead of refined ones, as they contain more fiber, vitamins, and minerals. And try to limit your intake of sugary drinks and desserts, as they can be high in sugar and contribute to chronic inflammation in the body. Number 5. Alcohol. The first thing to get affected by alcohol is the esophagus, the tube connecting your mouth to your stomach. Alcohol can directly irritate this delicate area, causing inflammation and problems with swallowing food. Next, it reaches the stomach, where it can damage the protective lining, making it more susceptible to ulcers. As alcohol travels further, it can inflame and cause sores in the small intestine, hindering nutrient absorption. Finally, it reaches your colon, where the real trouble begins. Studies have shown a significant increase in the risk of colorectal cancer with high alcohol consumption. A 2019 study shows that people who drink more than 30 grams of alcohol per day, which is roughly 2 to 3 drinks, have a significantly higher risk of developing colorectal cancer compared to non-drinkers. On top of that, excessive alcohol consumption can damage the cells lining your intestines too, leading to the development of a condition called leaky gut. This allows harmful substances to pass through more easily, weakening your body's ability to fight off gut diseases in the first place. While limiting alcohol is good for overall health, for your colon's sake, it's best to avoid it altogether if possible. Number 6. Ultra-processed foods. Ultra-processed foods disrupt the delicate balance of bacteria in your gut, causing inflammation and many digestive issues. The inflammation caused by imbalanced gut bacteria weakens your colon's defenses, making you more susceptible to conditions like IBS and IBD. In fact, a 2018 study shows that people who regularly consume ultra-processed foods have a 20% increased risk of developing IBS compared to those who eat a healthier diet. Moreover, many ultra-processed foods contain additives like emulsifiers, preservatives, and artificial sweeteners. These might seem harmless, but emulsifiers, in particular, have been linked to increased colon inflammation. A 2017 study demonstrated that emulsifiers disrupt the protective mucus layer lining your colon. This protective layer acts as a barrier, shielding your gut from harmful substances and inflammation. When emulsifiers disrupt it, your colon becomes more susceptible to damage and chronic inflammation. So try to avoid these processed foods and drinks, especially packaged snacks, sodas, and energy drinks, and go for healthier, natural options. Number 7. Artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners used as sugar substitutes in diet sodas, candies, and other products can have harmful effects on your colon. Research suggests that consuming these sweeteners may disrupt the balance of bacteria in your gut. Studies show that artificial sweeteners like saccharin, sucralose, and aspartame can change the composition of gut microbiota, increasing the risk of glucose intolerance and metabolic disorders. Some studies have also linked artificial sweetener consumption with IBS, IBD, Crohn's disease, and ulcerative colitis. These sweeteners may trigger inflammation in the colon, worsening the condition for those already suffering from digestive disorders. Some studies even show that artificial sweeteners can disrupt the communication between the brain and the gut. In other words, you might feel hungry sooner than usual, so you'll be more likely to feed on unhealthy snacks and drinks. This may not just make you gain weight, but can significantly increase your risk of being insulin resistant, meaning your insulin levels can stay consistently higher than usual. And studies show that high insulin resistance is a major risk factor for many types of cancers, including colorectal cancers. So be sure to limit artificial sweeteners and go for natural, organic sweeteners like honey or stevia in moderate amounts. Number 8. Dairy products with high fats. Dairy products that are high in fats, like whole milk, cheese, and butter, can harm your colon. Research has shown that diets rich in high-fat dairy may increase the risk of colorectal cancer. High-fat dairy products can cause colon inflammation due to the presence of saturated fats in them. Chronic inflammation in the colon is linked to an increased risk of digestive disorders and colorectal cancer. But you don't have to avoid them altogether. Just limit their intake and opt for low-fat or fermented dairy products, like low-fat yogurt and probiotic yogurt. make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel to support our mission to help improve your health. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.